Another show. How good was the weekend, mate? Back in the footy?
Oh, mate. Too good, too good. How good were the Knights?
That was great.
Outstanding. Awesome. And I'd just like to say, boys, well done on last week's show. I know you just missed me, but I'm back.
How did the production on Toy Story 9 go?
Well, bit of late mail that it's coming out in 2025.
2025? Oh,
It's a couple of years away.
Well, we've got to do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 before we get to 9.
Yeah, I got you.
We thought we'd go backwards.
No, we did have someone to fill your shoes last week.
Yeah, they were big shoes to fill, but he looked like he'd done a pretty good job.
He's done well, and we have Andy in the VIP lounge tonight.
Andy.
Oh, mate, too good.
Loved it.
Too good.
Filling in for Damien's shoes.
Yes, big shoes again this week to fill in for, young Damo, so thanks for having me again.
But we'd like to, next week we're going to have Andy on the panel. So there'll be 4 of us on the panel next week. It's going to be squishy.
Sounds like a bit pressure.
Oh, anyway.
I'll bring the deodorant.
How good was the footy back? Like, it was great to be back.
Jeez, it was good. The crowd, 19,555 people, sold out with 75% capacity.
Yeah.
Pouring down rain at the start of the game. First victory over the Bulldogs in Newcastle since 2013.
Yes.
So it was an outstanding victory. Credit to our forward pack. Our forward pack was absolutely outstanding.
There we go. And Jaden Brayley, mate. I've got to give raps to Jaden Brayley. He got them going forward, and mate, he's a star, mate. I can understand
just imagine, like last year, if he was there for the whole season.
It would be a different team.
Could have been anything.
But as we said on the show last week, the key was in our forward, and it showed. They overpowered the Dogs, and it gives the halves to work their magic. And I'll give a shout out to Kurt Mann. Was really pumped for the game, and those conditions really didn't help, and had a bit of an injury. But I heard it's from a pretty reliable source that it's not as bad as first thought. So
that's a good thing.
Hopefully a week. So big shout out to Kurt, and hopefully he'll be back next week.
Yeah, that's the go.
Yeah, last week's game, but
mate, outstanding. Like I said before, Jaden Brayley got the forwards going. Like the one thing I'd like to see this year, our forward pack was that dominant on the weekend. I can't wait to see them against another forward pack that's just as dominant. Mate, it's going to set. It's going to set some of the good clashes up for the year against some of those other higher priced teams, like Parramatta, Melbourne.
I was just about to say some forward packs that you.
No, I reckon the other forward pack that's probably the best is at the moment is the Raiders. Their forward packs.
Outstanding. That's going to be good. Yeah, and the Roosters too. Against those top clubs, I want to see how our forward pack goes up against. I reckon they can give them a run for their money.
Well, credit to the forward pack, like Dennis Lafiti, 2 tries, Mitch Barnett, a try in the forward pack. Mitch Barnett, goal kicker as well.
Yes. 6 from 7, I think it was.
Can we press the rewind button? It's probably about 4 shows last year. I do believe a panel member was saying Mitch Barnett should be kicking.
Yes, you did say that.
Yeah, I'd hate to say I told you so, but
you did say that.
He's been kicking real good. Even I said last year training.
I'll tell you what,
down there. But when they've finished training, that's what he does.
You'd hate to be his dog, wouldn't you? I mean, he's kicking like that.
There was a real bad one, but that he kicked.
Oh, yeah.
No, on the high right.
Honestly, no disrespect to KP, champion player. I think Mitch keeps the kicking duties when KP comes back.
Well, I read
let KP just concentrate in his own game.
I'll tell you what, if we did have KP on the weekend, that scoreline, it was 32 points to 16, it probably would have been 50 to 16, because honestly, Tex Hoy didn't do much.
No.
But first game, But I will say with that scoreline, though, when you're on it about the scoreline could have been bigger.
What do you think of Tex Hoy, Andy?
I think I spoke about Tex Hoy a little bit last week. I would have started the season with Toa at fullback, I think, just from his experience in the juniors. I rate Toa. Tex was good on the weekend. I thought he was solid. His positional play was good.
He did his job.
He did his job. Yeah. I'm just concerned with his passing game. I know he scored that. He set up one try off Frizell where he wrapped around the back and put Toa over in the corner, but he's just a little bit one-dimensional, I guess, at the moment. He's got his show and go. He just needs to develop just that little bit extra. He's got good pace, but his kicking game was all right on the weekend. He's just,
while we're on this,
I'd like to see him develop the passing game. That's just my thoughts.
Oh yeah, no, 100%, mate. While we're on the subject, but of keeping the scoreline though, only a couple of minutes to go, we won the game pretty much. Connor Watson.
Yes.
That try saving tackle.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was.
To be honest,
happened right in front of us, actually, to tell you the truth, because we were sitting on that North Hill, and you could see it bluntly that he knocked the ball out.
Oh,
and it was, mate.
The game's won.
Effort.
Even if they score that, they don't even come close to beating us.
Yeah.
But could have just put his head down and oh shit. But
that effort could potentially help us later down the track.
It's the same as the first game last year when Edric Lee came across and tackled two of us at Sheck.
Yeah.
And saved the
try. Just
that effort. Like the coach mentioned it after the game. I mean, that's what the coach wants.
That's what he wants.
That's right. And that's
effort.
From a fan's point of view. Oh, that's what I want to see too.
Yeah, 8 minutes.
And did you see
playing for the pride in the jersey?
And did you see the team when they looked up on the replay, when they shed the replay, and the team just come over and pats on the back, mate, like the whole team, not just one, that they all gathered round him after he did it, and
Well, that's it. It's like embracing each other, making everyone feel that's the go. Yeah. So while we're on there, what caught my eye, guys? Because that's what caught my eye.
What caught your eye?
My caught of the eye was pre-game. It was no rain whatsoever. They go into the sheds, get the call to run out to start the play, and it just bucketed down. And not one single fan
left
moved to go. They just copped it because footy was back. Footy was back. There was a massive crowd, and it just.
Did you watch the Fox Sports replay?
No, I was at the game. I didn't
Did you watch the replay? Fox Sports replay.
I watched it. Yeah.
I was there when they ran out. You can see me drenched as I did not move. I was drenched. And
someone gave me a poncho. By that time, it was too late.
It'd be more like a tarpaulin, wouldn't it? But no, good on the fans. But yeah, I was like that too. I'm like, do I move? Get the kids out of the wet. You know?
I had
an 8-month-old baby, mate. We had the umbrella up, so mate, one side of me was just saturated, and the other side where I had my little young fella, Kalen, I was all dry. So, but it did not move. Stayed there and watched them run out.
I don't think
had a bit of tear in my eye, but loved it, mate.
Well, I had the issue with because I didn't have a cap. I had me just rain was coming down and got foggy because of my glasses. I just had to keep doing these ones. Yep. It was hard, but I stuck through it. But my caught my eye. That was one, but the other one was David Clemmer's performance. It was absolutely outstanding first round. I think it probably had a lot to do with him playing the Bulldogs. I think he didn't want to go off playing against them.
Now talking about David Clemmer and the forward pack. Now, does that forward pack we've got at the moment, does that remind you of an old forward pack that we had a few years back?
Yeah.
I'm talking the 90s.
Yes.
Chief, Sargent, there's a David Boyd, Butterfield, Glanville. You know what I mean? So
Markway.
Well, it reminds me actually when we won the 2001 Grand Final.
You got Ben Kennedy,
Billy Peden.
Was it Chief wasn't there in 2001.
Josh Perry, sorry.
Yeah, and I can't remember his name. The big fella.
Matty Parsons.
Big Matthew Parsons.
How could you forget him?
Yeah, I know. I've been looking at him the whole time over there.
He's
But what caught my eye, mate, was Jaden Brayley. So he was outstanding, mate, in that dummy half position, and he got them rolling forwards, and he was.
I think they've made the right decision on the two co-captains.
Yep.
Yeah.
I personally think it's great. I've wanted co-captains for a long time. I just go back to the days where we used to have the co-captains, and I think it just worked.
Worked well.
Well,
I think DSAP's talking with the side. I think Jaden Brayley was doing all the talking to the ref. I think, because when I watched the replay,
DSAP goes off.
The referee was asking Jaden Brayley, where do you want the scrum, where do you want this? So,
What do you think of the new rule changes?
Yeah. We might leave that for down the track. We've got a little part to talk about that. Just leave that,
But what was your eye, Andy?
It was going to be that point actually, as the referee's blowing the try straight away.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
But did
In
you see?
the moment, and most of the time on the weekend, all the games, they got it right.
Yeah,
a lot of the time. So
Captain's Challenge.
taking the video ref out, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was a big call, the Captain's Challenge.
Yeah.
So, what other games, this week that were? Did you watch? I watched a few, and they were pretty.
The one game that got me okay. Now the big signings with the Titans. I think it was Tino, and they got David Fafita up there.
Yeah.
Mate, and with the Warriors and new coach, Nathan Brownie, our ex-coach. I don't know what he said to the boys before the game, but the Warriors come out and they.
The Warriors are going to be a side.
We're playing them next week. So, but they come out and pulled the Titans' pants down, mate, and they gave them,
They're going to do that to
the foot was rolled through them, everything, and.
Quite a few teams this year are going to get railed by the Warriors.
Yeah.
Mark my word. I hope they don't start this weekend, but
yeah, well they've already started, I think, last week. But I thought the Titans played pretty poor for a team with the big signings, big David Fafita and Tino and that. Yeah,
but the Warriors
and plus the way they played at the end of last year too, so
the Warriors are a team that are just hot and cold. They're the worst team for footy tipping.
But I think
you don't know what they're going to come out.
That's going to change.
I think that
under
with
Brownie,
and I hope they lose this weekend.
Well, excluding this weekend, I think the Warriors are going to be. They're going to be the 8.
It's going to be a good game. To tell you the truth, it's going to be real.
Where was Herman Essie last week? Did he play?
I'm not too sure.
I think he might be injured.
He's injured, because he wasn't even named in the. I think they named the 21 squad. He was
underrated with us, I think.
Yeah.
I think he was one that we could have kept hold of. But while we're on the subject too of forwards, I'd like to. I like the fact that you get the young Brody Jones and that's getting a good start.
Yeah, getting a couple of runs. I think he ended up playing in the centres towards the end.
Played Bradman's best position.
I think that's Twala. I think they end up swapping.
So you think Brody's going to be the new Sione, where he could play back row, centre where needed?
Could,
you know what I mean?
He's got that size, doesn't he? Well, most of the centres these days, they're not small. No, you know what I mean? There's some big centres out there. Look at old mate from Canberra, Chris, or whatever his name was, Sebastian Chris.
Yeah.
Jeez, mate, isn't he a force?
Well, look at Dominic Young.
Yeah,
he knows.
Same thing, yeah. So
but I think, honestly, I like the fact that we've got these young guys coming through and they're getting a good run. Josh King, I know he's been there for a little bit, but
he made a good run in that game where he burst straight through them and almost. If he didn't get ankle tap, mate, he would have made, I reckon, another 20 metres easy.
I'd like to see, and it is happening, like the likes of them getting a good run.
Yeah.
I think it's great. They're really starting to show.
So, based on last weekend's games, who do you think? Based on just last weekend's games, who do you think is going to get the spoon?
I don't think you can call that yet. I think it's too early.
Too early.
Because there's a few teams that I think haven't gelled right. Like even the Raiders, it took them half a game to really kick into gear.
Parramatta against the Broncos. 16-0
and come back and won. Yeah.
That's right.
My team for that is Dragons.
No, the Dragons. I think the Dragons will kick into gear too with Hook.
Yeah.
But I think it's hard to say who's going to get there. Maybe the Tigers. Because
they'll finish 9th.
No,
what again? You're in night straight on.
If you could, if Sportsbet got a market for them to finish their 9th, they've had $1.
I can't. This is I think maybe Tigers or Sharks might be down the bottom. Or even the Cowboys didn't look much job down the line.
Yeah, they were. I think their coach said it for everyone. I think about the Cowboys. So yeah.
I think Clifford coming to us next year.
Jay Clifford.
I think he is. That's
I think he might be hurrying us, saying, "Hurry up and get me out of here." I think it could be a 3-horse race between them at the moment. As I said, but round 1 it's still too early.
Yeah. What you take on the Broncos? They're coming off a wooden spoon. I
don't think they'll get it.
But
I don't think they'll get it. I'm not sure if they'll be in the 8.
Kev, you'd have to be worried about their mentality. I think.
Yeah, I know it's not
resilience.
They
I know they lost a
don't
couple
really
of
have
players.
a really good bench. They don't, other than their 13, they don't really have.
Yeah, I know
The
they lost.
weekend's game's got to bring back some demons for them, but
Yeah,
last
but
year,
I
giving
mean,
away
you could
16
see it in the
point
dressing
lead.
rooms after the game. You could see their heads were down. That's if I was a coach, that's what I'd be stressing to them straight up. Like, no, get your chins up, mate.
Yeah, straight over to Dreamworld. Let's get over it.
Yeah, don't put your head down, boys. Get them up. Like they'll still have positives out of that, especially that first half.
I think
Beat
they'll go
Parramatta
alright.
to nil. So
Honestly, I think Kevin Wallace will pull them out of that slump, and I don't think they'll be last,
no,
but they're not going to be the 8.
Yeah,
They'll have a better year, but
they'll be one of those teams from 9 to 12 or 9 to 11.
I think Kevin Walters is there to be a bit like a Nathan Brown at the Warriors, rebuilding the club. So yeah, honestly, I like even Penrith. Penrith were good, but not as good as they can be.
Yeah, they didn't have to do too much, but
that's the
Yeah,
thing.
but
It's
they
only
can-
early.
I think like Cleary said, the coach, he said, yeah, that's not our best football.
Can you believe
No.
that?
I'd like to see when we do play our best football, which quote I think were his words. So yeah.
Can you believe that Todd Payton's given Tomalolo less minutes?
Yeah, I actually don't mind the idea. It's only early. You don't want to burn him out.
Yeah, but
He's
you want
like-
to win games as well.
$10 million a year, $10 million contract over 10 years. You want him on the park.
And I
I-
think he's got 7 years left on his contract too. So.
Mate, he's still only young. What,
Yeah.
25, 26?
I think so, something like that.
I could run for as long as you want for that kind of money.
Now, boys,
I want to be as
It's a lot of money
effective,
to give
but,
somebody to sit on the bench.
Yeah, it is.
but if your form's not up to it,
Well, he
No.
wasn't there.
I honestly think it's just try not to burn him out.
Yeah,
He could be having
the
niggling
coach's
injuries.
comments was that he wants quality out of him as opposed to the quantity.
Quantity, yeah.
So I can understand where he's coming from, wanting quality, but he's a 60, 70 minute player with quality for
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, last year, the second spell, he comes on in that second half, he kills it.
Yeah, and the game's changing and eloping as well. You know what I mean? Like with the new rules, the one ref, everything. You know what I mean? Trying to make the game faster. So
But there is
they're
some.
training for that now. You know what I mean? So they're training to get fitter, to get bigger, to get stronger. So
There is some exciting young players out there, but when you look through it, like we've got a few on our team with Bradman, Musgrove. Some of these young ones coming through.
Dominic Young.
Dominic, and then you look at some of the other clubs too. You look at Penrith's got Crichton,
Luai.
Luai.
yeah.
Kurt Cabell's not that old either.
Brian Toto.
Yeah, I mean, the game's in good hands.
yeah. Oh,
Well,
for
it's
sure.
got some exciting young players, and to be honest, a few years back, I'd only watch the Knights. I'd watch others, I'd get bored, but not now.
Yeah.
I can sit down, I can watch just about every game.
Oh, mate, the same. I've been doing it for years anyway. I'm just rugby league freak, mate. I'll sit there. Yeah, I'll watch my Knights game. When I had Foxtel, I used to record the Knights game, but I just don't watch the Knights game. I watch every game because I just want to see what's going on. I want to see how they're playing. You know what I mean? Like, we're playing this team next week. Let's see how they play.
That's the reason why I do Supercoach, for that reason.
Oh,
So I get involved in every game each week.
It's good, mate. It's good. Yeah.
Oh, it's good when you can find the time.
It's like what my missus said. The footy started. Okay, I'll see you in 7 months. So, yeah.
Nah, but how good is it? But seriously, but you look at some of the other teams, and just the quality of the football coming through is, it's great. It's back.
Now, boys, I was away last week. I've introduced.
Really?
Yeah. So, and while I was away, I come up with a new segment, which is Night of the Round. So it's like the Dally M. We'll do a 3, 2, 1, and we'll tally each week. So my 3 points goes to Daniel Safidi. My 2 points go to Mitch Barnett, and my 1 point goes to Connor Watson.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
To be honest, mine was obviously DSAP for 3, Big Clam for 2. Played a lot of minutes, a lot of go forward meters, and my number 1 was hard. It was a toss off between Mitch Barnett and Connor Watson, and I could have even thrown in Jaden Brayley, but I went with Mitchy Barnett only for I thought he had a great game, and as we said, he's kicking. Really, I thought was. But a special mention must go to Connor Watson and his tackle like that.
That was awesome.
So,
what's yours, Kenny?
Mine, mate, is I got 3 points going to Jaden Brayley. I thought he was outstanding. 2 points going to the captain, Daniel Saifidi. And I got me 1 point going to Tyson Frizell.
Yes.
I thought he was outstanding.
I thought he was
debut game for the Knights.
Yeah, it was great to see him in the red and blue.
Yeah,
for sure.
And we actually have a 10 in the bin interview with Tyson Frizell. So we might have to throw that in.
We forgot to get Andy's. Andy's, what's your 3-2, mate?
Daniel Saifidi, 3 points. Clemmer 2, and Frizell 1 as well. I thought he was good.
So this
I really enjoyed watching his first game.
Alright, we'll take a break and we'll be back in a moment.
Alright, all good?
Yeah, mate.
Alright, Nighttime podcast here. We're here with Tyson Frizell. We just got 10 in the bin. Alright, this is the first question. If you weren't playing in the NRL, what would you be doing?
What would I be doing? Oh, mate. Don't know what I want to be doing. Maybe a trade. I think when I was. Probably. I don't know. Some sort of trade. I was going to leave school. Yeah, I was going to leave school when I was in year 11 to be a Sparky, but I'm sort of glad I didn't do that. So I found footy and it's been good to me so far. Yeah.
Good stuff. Alright, what made you become a Newcastle Knight?
Yeah, I guess I've been down the Dragons for a long time. Got to a stage here where I thought I was ready for a change, and the opportunity to come up here to come up north, and I thought it was good for myself and for the family, and like I said, a freshen up for myself. Been at the club for so long, and mate, I'm looking forward to that.
Good stuff. Alright, what's your favourite thing about Newcastle? I know you haven't been here long.
Oh, mate.
But
tough training. Nah, no way. Yeah, I just moved up a couple of days ago, to be honest. So I guess there's a lot of cafes that
good coffee.
Pretty good, and driving to training 10 minutes away is a nice thing. I used to travel 50 minutes every day to train, so the close proximity to trainers.
There's a good podcast show.
Alright, if you were stranded on a deserted island with 2 of your teammates, who would be the 2 you wouldn't want to be deserted with?
Oh, still getting to learn on my teammates, but the ones I know is probably Clem and Killer. Yeah, I reckon that wins too much. So I'd have to do everything. I just
fair enough. Alright, who was your toughest opponent?
Toughest opponent in our team, or just in general?
Yeah, NRL in general, yeah.
I guess GI back in the day would make me nervous every time we beat 1-on-1. So guys like that. Big boys are tough to handle, but at least they run straight. He's got a bit of everything.
Yeah, GI. He was, wasn't he? Oh, who was your man crush?
I think Sonny
Bill.
Sonny was always everyone's, I think. Every Islander that sort of grew up watching him was the one.
Alright, what was your team, your favourite team when you were younger?
It was the Dragons. And then it was the Knights.
Yeah,
so I only had 2 jerseys. Yeah, I had 2 jerseys growing up as a kid. I loved it. Yeah, I loved it. Obviously, I was from Wollongong, so always with the Dragons. Nice for
anything to do with Kiama? They're the Knights, aren't they?
No, I think it's just the year of Joey and
Betsy
and stuff like that. And the Knight sort of is in the symbol of the dragon, so I used to see that.
True,
Yeah.
Alright. What's one of your favourite jokes? Have you got one? PG one?
Nah, I got none.
Got none? Pass that one. Alright, who has the weirdest pre-game ritual?
Was it Irvin? No, I can think of the top of my head. Pretty sure it was Brett Morris used to take all the red snakes out of before he took game, take all the red snakes and have that, and then listen to the same song at the same time before a game. That was one.
That's pretty weird.
Yeah.
Alright, what is your most, you probably wouldn't know yet because you haven't, what is your most memorable moment of being, let's say, of the Knights? What's your most,
wasn't really memorable when we got touched up last game.
Dragons. Old Boys Day.
Yeah, Old Boys Day wasn't a
You'll get
day
to enjoy one of them, mate.
Yeah,
Good.
hope so.
That's all right.
Yeah, I guess the Dragons would be nice, but we'll see how we go.
That's all right.
Yeah.
All right, that was 10 in the bin with Tyson Frizell. Cheers, mate.
Awesome. So how good was that? First 10 in the bin with Tyson Frizell.
That was awesome.
That was
yeah,
very
good.
interesting.
Yeah.
We got a couple.
Well done to the boys that were able to do that.
Yeah, got a couple others we've done. Connor Watson's a good one.
Yeah, that's a classic, that one.
We might see about that one next week maybe. But Smith's mailbag. We've got a few this week, eh?
It's amazing what happens when the footy's back.
Oh, that's
Coming
great.
in left, right and centre.
Smith's mailbag.
Yeah, we've got a few. I only like to have about 4 or 5 a week. You know, don't want to fill it up, the Smitter show. So, but if yours didn't get read out, don't worry. There's always next week.
We'll get to them.
We will get to them. Anyway, the first one is from Corey Nichols. What is your take on the new rules?
That's a good one. The new rules. I haven't got them written down, but I think the way I think Andy pointed it out before, the just award the try, and then they've got 80 seconds to review.
Yeah, I like it.
It's good. I reckon
Makes
that's
it
the top one. Yeah. The only one that I didn't like was taking the scrum away. I'm not a big fan. The scrum's a big part of the game.
That's right.
So
You're a hooker or you're a half and that.
And the hookers can still strike for the ball. Only the hooker. You know what I mean?
It gave teams the opportunity to do like set plays from the scrum. Now
it's just a play the ball.
But let's have a look at it.
Except if they kick it out. But if it's a knock on, it's still a scrum. But
Let's leave the scrum.
Yeah.
Let's get the refs to feed the scrum. And then in the middle, it's fair. And, you know, it gives, okay, we're kicking down, we want a scrum, we want to give our forwards a rest. And then you just get the rest to feed the scrum. The AFL do it with their bounces and whatever they're called. Why can't we adopt that? Rather than scrap the scrums, let's look at other options like, you know, the ref can feed it or...
Yeah, or something like that.
Bring the touchy in to do it.
Well, they don't do anything else.
Look at the scrums back in the 80s and 90s, where it was contested, they could push, you know what I mean? And as soon as they took that away, that's what dampened the scrum, because they took all of it away. Bring all that back, so we can have a scrum that's contested.
I think...
So as soon as you put, there's no more feeding it in the second row.
That's right.
And feed the ball, like you said, the ref feed it, or whatever, correct feed in the middle, and we've got a bit of a contest.
I think
push and shove, you know what I mean? Push, whatever.
Let's
bring it back.
If it's on the left side, the left-hand touchy feeds it. If it's on the right, the right. Because what else do
what
they
happens
do?
if it goes
They don't do anything else.
Yeah.
To be honest, they run up and down with flag in their hand. They don't do anything.
That's it.
So, anyway, I like that question. I do think sometimes they're going too far playing with the rules, so they should just leave a lot.
Do you think on the weekend the referees were a bit lenient on the 10 metre?
Well,
and just given 6 again?
Yeah, instead of, they were doing that a fair bit. But the game flowed. I was watching 100% footy last night on Channel 9, and they had a guide there with the referees blowing the most penalties or whatnot, and it was Ben Cummins and Ashley Klein up there with the most penalties blown and all that sort of drama. And like Gus Gould said the bottom 4, he goes, there was less penalties blown. I think there was only like 4. He goes, they were the games to watch, because they were more free-flowing games. More ball in play, more, you know what I mean, instead of, that's a penalty. And he was right, you know what I mean. That Ben Cummins, they did blow more penalties and more this and more that. I think it was, Ashley Klein and Ben Cummins. So, you know what I mean, that's why they brought these rules in, to have more flowing. Why aren't the refs... Why blow the more penalties? Like,
that's what I
didn't get it.
Well, once again, go back to it's round 1.
Oh, well, credit to the NRL
Sure.
and Peter Valandis for changing up a bit.
Well, that was a good question, Corey, actually. So, I didn't mind that. That's why I said before, wait for that, because I knew it was a Smith's mailbag question. But the next one is from Julie Hogan. Hi guys, was at the game on Friday night. Did not see you guys recording anything. When will you be recording next? Josh, would you like to answer that one?
Question, yeah.
Unfortunately, we have had some news from media from the Newcastle Knights. Unfortunately, we are unable to do things at the game for media purposes for our show. So unfortunately, we won't be able to do that moving forward at any game.
No, that's just at the Knights game. I have confirmation other grounds that we are permitted to do it, but we will all be looking into that further. I don't see where we are doing a problem. And obviously, it's come from the fans; they enjoy it. So we don't want to get up there.
They've asked about it, so I can't see how it could be a problem.
No, but I don't understand why all of a sudden it's an issue.
It's just the fans, mate. We're just incorporating the fans. They love they love the fans in Newcastle. Love their club, mate.
That's right. And then obviously, by these emails, they're enjoying what we're doing. Look at Fan Day.
Yeah.
You know, we went there and for the whole same purpose as everyone else, but we wanted to give back to the fans of our show as well. Yeah. And I honestly didn't see what we were doing was any harm. Someone out there, I won't mention names, has an issue with it, but yeah, see what we're doing wrong.
Yeah, but I can't see we're doing anything wrong, to tell you the truth. We're just trying to involve our fans in our podcast.
That's right.
And what better way than do it at a home game?
That's right. And
every fan's there.
Well, we're not making money out of it, you know, like...
It's not about fans of the Nighttime podcast, it's about Newcastle Knights fans. And
that's right.
engaging them in the Newcastle Knights. So.
If we're giving something out free off our own back, or from our sponsors, I don't see where that's affecting anyone. You know what I mean? Like it's.
Oh. Watch this. All I can say is watch this space.
Yeah, to be continued. Anyway,
good question though.
It was a good question. Next one is from Jackie Lane. Did I get it right?
Yes.
Yes. Is the sexy bearded man single? Are you, Josh?
Yes, I am. Thanks, Jackie, for that question. Do appreciate it.
Oh, man, I'm going to get shot in the foot for this.
That's that stitch up, Kenny.
Yes, it
anyway, for those of you who don't know, Jackie is Kenny's other half. But
yes, I am single, Jackie. So if you've got any friends out there, let me know.
And number 4 is Mike from Mudgee. Do you think the Knights forward pack will miss Sione this year?
That's a tough one, but
I'm going to say no, for the fact that we've got rid of Sione, but we've gained Tyson Frizell. So I'm going to say no.
We've got Tyson there. That's a good point, but
he did bring it
for the fans. I think the fans love Sione. I think that's going to be.
Why did you look at me?
I think that's going to be a big factor. So because the fans loved him and he interacted with the fans good, but
he did bring a lot too. He covered a lot of positions.
Yeah,
he gave 100% every game. But say that the guy that they've replaced him with
is just as good, mate.
Yeah, I didn't know much of him, and I'll take it off and say, look, I rate him. You know, I was filthy at the start, but I like the bloke. I think he's great.
Yeah. Sione would be handy, but not so much now, but we're only one injury away.
That's right.
At the moment from being a little bit short.
I think we should have kept him. Still think we should have kept him. He would have brought good value to the team.
Yeah.
Like his versatility as well. And you have a look at the bloke. Every game was 100%.
Yeah.
You know.
Lockie Fitzgibbon's still got to come back.
That's right.
Another back rower, but we got Brody Jones. Once we get past Brody Jones, it's probably a position we're a little bit short.
Yeah.
In the back rows.
Back row at the moment, only at the moment, but
hopefully they're all fit and healthy each week. And
we'll
them on the field.
I
think Lachlan Fitzgibbon, when he comes back, I think he's got to earn his spot. The way Mitch Barnett and Tyson Frizell played on the weekend, I think that's our back row.
And Brody Jones did a good job as well. Jesse Sue started.
Well, they were all good questions for Smita's mailbag. Oh, hang on. Hello, Nighttime Podcast. For you, eh?
Oh, jeez. Yeah. I can. Yeah. What would you like to say? Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. That's fantastic. All right. I'll bring it up on the chat. Cheers for that. Once a night, always a night. Good night. Boys, we've got something for us.
What have we got? That phone's red hot. It's twice now. 2 weeks in a row.
So, we had a fan just call, and she'd just like to say how much she enjoys the show. From a fan point of view, you guys are enjoyable to watch and love the prizes that you are bringing. Also get a chance to have a photo with the boys at the game on the weekend, so she enjoyed that. And she just wants to know, is there any more fan merchandise giveaways coming up?
Oh, yes.
Yes, there will be. Very, very soon. We've had a few people ask this question of late. There will be some more fan merchandise giveaways.
No, they didn't. They just wanted to remain anonymous. So,
well, whoever that anonymous person is, yeah, you get a free gift pack.
We can organise something. Get in contact with us. You know the
send us another email. Let us know it was you.
You're getting a free pack.
Yeah, because there's a little thing on there that only you would know that you put at the bottom of that. So if you can confirm that, you get a pack. So, but
thanks, anonymous.
Next time, maybe get a name, even a.
Yeah. Sorry, boys.
Anyway, that's Smitter's mailbag for the week. A bit of controversy there. Maybe we should call it Smitter's Controversy Corner.
Mailbag.
Stick with the mailbag.
But yeah, Smitter's mailbag for another week. We have the new segment, Kenny, coming up.
For fans by Zoom.
Yeah, starting next week.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, if we anyone or fans, whatever, mate, get on the show. Send us your details or whatever and get on, and we'll try and get you on the show by Zoom, and that'd be awesome, I reckon.
Yeah, starting next week. So yeah, just drop us an inbox or let us know if you want to come on.
And that's any fan, male, female, junior, anyone.
Anyone.
Cartoon character.
Yeah, Owl.
Woody might make an appearance.
Buzz.
Yeah, Buzz. And
me and Buzz are not talking.
Okay.
While we're on the subject of new segments, Damien isn't with us tonight. He's got other commitments, but the new segment.
He's got his flag in the dry cleaners for this weekend.
It got a bit wet. Yeah.
For the fan of the week by Sports Power.
Mm-hmm.
We'll pass that over to Andy.
Andy can have that one.
Bennett.
Right. So yeah, this week special shout out to Karen Bennett. She's a fan of the week this week.
She sent
a photo of herself in all her nighttime podcast gear. She picked up at the fan day. So yeah,
she's a big Knights fan too. She's
massive Knights fan.
Yeah, I've seen her at quite a few there. She's a huge Knights fan. So she'll pick up the first ever $50 gift voucher by Sports Power Newcastle.
Well done, thank you.
So we'll have a new one next week.
Yep.
Don't forget.
Those in.
Don't forget also.
Send them in. That's for sure.
There's still work in progress. You know, we've got them coming. Don't worry, they're still there. All of our Sayers Inc. tattoo vouchers, all this kind of stuff. So stay tuned. We're footy gear for Fiji, and we've got 2 big boxes already.
Nice.
Sports Power Newcastle also said that we can have all stuff dropped off there as well. So yeah, we'll get as much as possible and send over. I've got some actual players gear there the other week, so we'll include that as well.
Good work. Nice.
Send as much as we can over there. And yeah, so don't forget to send all your stuff in for there. And the Junior League thing will be starting up soon with all the littlies coming through. So yeah, exciting time ahead.
Yeah, that's it. I'd just like, can I just say a little special announcement too?
Yeah, go for it.
I love little petty announcements.
This is good, mate. This is good. I actually coach the Junior Rugby League at Raymond Terrace Roosters, and I coach the under-8s. And we've been fortunate enough on the next home game against the West Tigers. We will be playing at McDonald Jones Stadium, so I'm pretty happy about it. Can't wait. And for the next 14 days, I will probably not get no sleep, because this is going to be unreal, and I think my little kids, mate, in the under-8 side, they are going to love it. So, yeah.
That's
when
awesome.
you see us out there on the field, mate, cheer them up, mate. I want to hear you cheering, mate, when they score a try, make a good tackle, get in there and boost their confidence up and give them a good cheer for us.
Yeah,
Who are they playing against?
I'm not too sure at the moment. Yeah, I don't know. There's 3 other clubs, Macquarie, Stockton and Belmont North, so we'll be playing one of them. Yeah.
It's a special thing for the kids. It's something that I'll never forget. My young bloke did
It's going to be good.
a few years back when Mitchell Pearce kicked the winning field goal. And I said to him, look, savour it.
Yeah.
You know, it might be the last time you ever do it.
Yeah.
It's something that I'll remember forever. So
Because I think
good on
they only do it in under 8s, you know what I mean? So they don't do it in any other age group. It's just the 8s.
So it's just the
it's just under 8s. Yeah. So
Imagine how good a feeling that is. You're in front of a packed home crowd. You're playing footy, you know. Good on it. Good on it.
Adam O'Brien will be watching out for you, mate.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, next coach. Yeah.
So
I can be an assistant, not a problem.
So team list.
Well, the team list just stays the same as last week. Just a couple of added people to the extended bench, which is Dominic Young and Phoenix Crossland.
Nice.
And they're obviously in there for Kurt Mann and Bradman Best.
I did hear.
So Phoenix come back from, he had a 1-match ban, was it? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
so he's back from these 1-match ban, yeah.
But in saying that, I did hear a bit of late news this afternoon that I don't know how true it is. Kurt might be right for the weekend.
Yeah, right.
I'm not
So
too
he
sure.
is named at number 6 though,
That's
isn't
right.
he? Yeah. So, yeah.
So it could be. If not, I would like to see Connor at 6 and just bring Phoenix in at 14.
You reckon? Yeah.
Just because his first game. Just not throwing straight in the deep end.
Into the deep end, yeah.
Put Connor in, and then when he comes on, Connor can go back to the 13.
Well, Connor's actually been named 13.
But that could change. Did last week too. So
Yeah,
put
he started on the bench last week. Yeah.
Connor at 6, Phoenix at 14, and Jesse
Sue.
at 13 even.
Yeah. Well,
just
he did start 13 at the
That's
game
right.
on Friday night.
I just think
yeah.
the first game, don't throw Phoenix straight in it. Put Connor in, and then swap and change it again.
Kurt will be right, so you won't have to worry about that.
All right.
Yeah.
If he's right, he'll be there.
Yeah.
He'll be there. So
Good news to hear about him too, though.
yeah, awesome. He when I first saw him coming out on the, it didn't look good.
No, when I seen it, and he was holding his knee, and that was, oh no.
Unfortunately, I didn't get to see the replay, but
It looked like a knee clash.
Yeah,
he was interviewed as well, so I didn't get to see
I
what.
think it had a lot to do with the wet weather.
Yeah.
Like slippery conditions wouldn't have helped. But so there's that's it, and that's us for another night.
Too easy, boys. Good to be back.
Good to be back. Yeah.
Yeah, and just for next week too, I won't be here next week, so you might have to get a special guest on. Yeah. So,
Yeah, we might. Big Andy.
Only for the week.
Big
So,
Andy.
You know why? Because he's got a big training session for his under 8s. Get into McDonald James. He's prepping.
No, it's just a bit of a family sort of thing. So,
fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
These things happen.
Yeah,
That's right, that's right.
Following week after that, mate, I'll be back for sure.
Back with bells on.
Yeah.
The Big Andy will fill the shoes.
Yeah.
Hopefully by then, Kenny will have
up to
3
you,
wins. We'll have 3 wins by the time you come back.
Oh yeah, I hope so. Yeah, for sure.
So we can only hope.
3. That'd be nice.
Big Andy will be back in the shoes next week, and we will do our first fan by Zoom.
It's a big spot to fill, mate. You might have to get the fake beard.
I'm feeling the pressure already.
But
I don't want any more messages like that one tonight, but in Smith's mailbag.
Yeah. No, they're tough ones. Yeah, they're good. They're good. Yeah, send them in for next week for sure. All right.
Oh yeah, send them in. Whatever you got, send them in. But it's good to be back. It's good to have our weekly show and give out to the guys what we can have our little spin on things. But if there's anything you'd like us to cover or include, drop us a line. Because at the end of the day, like we said, this is your show, not ours. So that's it, boys.
Thanks, boys.
That's it for another week.
That's it. So till next week. Catch you later.
Go the Knights.
Once a night, always a night. Good night.
Come on, people, listen now, 'cause I don't think